Morning guys. So today we are gonna go and find some rice. Today we are gonna be making barbal, which is like a rice porridgey thing. They make it all over Southeast Asia, but the Cambodian one is particularly good. Garlic fried up, rice fried until it's almost translucent, boiled in stock, and then a load of other bits and bobs put alongside it for garnish. We're gonna go and find one of the shops where they sell a bunch of rice. They have like these shops here with just barrels of rice. Nearly got one over. And yeah, so we're gonna go and try and find some jasmine rice at one of these places. And we'll see how we get on. So yeah, let's go. Do you have jasmine rice?
Jasmine rice?
Jasmine, yeah. Can I have a kilo?
Half kilo?
A whole kilo.
Whole kilo?
Yes, please.
1 kilo or?
1 kilo. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Excellent job. We have found our rice. It was a beautiful little shop. They had about 8 different types of rice, all in their big sacks. And wait, how do I get home? A kilo of jasmine rice, like good quality stuff back home. I can't really remember how much it cost, but it's definitely not just under $1. We're gonna get home now and we're gonna cook this up and we're gonna have it for lunch. So what you're going to need for this recipe is jasmine rice, a clove of garlic, some chilies to garnish at the end, some ginger, some kind of fat to fry in. I'm using pork fat, our chicken that we previously cooked for chicken noodle soup, and the broth that came off that chicken noodle soup. Next, we're going to rinse and soak this rice. The rice needs to be translucent by the end of it, so it needs to soak for about an hour. So let's get over the sink and we'll do that now. What we need to do is thoroughly rinse this through for a good 2 or 3 minutes. Oh no! Pop it all in the pan, cover it in water, and leave that to soak for a good hour. Okay guys, so the rice has now been soaking for about an hour and we're gonna strain it off, we're gonna heat the stock up, we're gonna stick the rice in and we're gonna get it cooking. So because we've kept our stock in the fridge, it's this crazy gelatinous stuff, so we've got to get the heat on it, warm it up. Okay, so now what we need to do is mince this garlic, then we're going to take the fat with all the minced garlic and stick it in the pan. So let's do that now. So we're going to give them a good slice through. If you want to get it even finer than that, add a little bit of salt to it, and then just mix that up a little bit. Just give it a crush. Great, so let's get this garlic with the fat into the pan. Spoon of fat in the pan. Heat on, and just put your garlic straight in. You don't want to put it in so it's too hot and it burns. The pork fat is really gonna be a smack of flavor in that bobor along with the garlic. I got the pork fat from a piece of pork belly that I rendered out the other day. I made some tacos, which will probably be coming up in a future episode. Okay, so that's got to heat now. And we're just gonna fry that off without it browning too heavily. Okay, so the garlic now is starting to smell fragrant. We're getting that smell of cooked garlic. It's starting to go kind of sweet actually, and you can see that it's starting to brown. So now we're going to put in our rice to the frying pan, and we're going to fry this rice off. And this, we actually want to kind of go dark. We want to have those kind of nutty flavors coming out of the rice, and that is going to come from frying this quite heavily. Season your rice. Let's really get in there and have a look. Okay, let's add that stock in and let's get that flavor going. We're going to collect our stock and we're going to put it in there. Ooh. A couple of those radishes from last time are coming along for the rice. Woo! We're not looking for like a classic Scottish porridge. We're looking for a soup with thick broken rice in there. I'm gonna leave this now to cook for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna come and check afterwards. The rice should be plumped up, but we want it to kind of get to the point where it's degrading and it's breaking down and it's giving us that porridgey consistency that we're looking for. So, check back in 15 minutes and we'll see how it's going. Right, let's clear this table so that we can get on with slicing up our ginger, slicing up our chilies. They're the stuff that's gonna go on at the end and make this thing all come together. Okay. Now that we've got our table clear, what we can do is we're gonna peel our ginger and slice that up nice and fine, and we're gonna do the same with the chilies. So let's peel up this garlic. Right, so we've got a nice knob of ginger there. Actually, just take that last little bit off. And so we're gonna slice it down like that so we have a nice flat surface to lie it on. And then nice and finely slice a few bits like that. Pile them all up on top of each other and then do the same lengthwise. So now you have beautiful little sticks of ginger, and let's get our 2 chilies and we will just go through those as well. So now we have all the little bits on top that are gonna make this really pop. So guys, it's been about 15 minutes and our porridge is bubbling away here. And as you can see, all those grains of rice have really started to drink up that stock. And we're actually running out of liquid. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the last of this stock up and we're gonna pop it straight in the rice. So I'm just gonna strain it through. Oh, okay, perfect. Right in there. Let's give this a stir through. Oh mate, that is gonna be so good. You can see all the chicken fat coming up at the top here. Let's see if we can get you in close. So we've got all of that chicken fat at the top, and that is gonna soak straight into the rice. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, this is what it's gonna have to look like at the end. I have had to put in quite a bit more water to this mixture because I haven't got a lid that fits this pan. If you do at home, I would really suggest using that because it will just keep those intense flavors. So now, we're just gonna finish off the dish. We're gonna put in our cabbage, just that much. I'm just gonna stir that in, and the residual heat will just soften that cabbage slightly. You still want a bit of a crunch in there, I think. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve this up. I haven't got a ladle still, so I'm just gonna use this cup and put it into a beautiful bowl here. And oh man, this is gonna be so warming, so hearty. Oh. Okay, go on then, let's not be cheap. A little bit more in there like that. And then we're just gonna dress it. So we're gonna put a bit of our ginger just in the corner there. You can put in as much or as little as you want. I quite like having that gingery spice to it. Then our chilies. You do this to your taste. I kind of like it spicy. Then we're gonna grab some of our chicken. We've got this beautiful chicken meat that we're just gonna rip apart and we're just gonna put on there. You don't want a huge amount. It's not really about the meat. It's more about that stock and the rice. Okay, so that's almost finished now. So we want to put a couple of limes over there just to cut that fat that we've put in there. We've put the pork fat in there, and of course we've got a bit of that chicken fat from the stock left over. So a bit of lime juice on the top of that finishes it right off. So here you go, guys, this is the final dish. All you need to do this is a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and just taking care of that rice, and you're gonna have a cracking breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'm gonna have it for lunch. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As I said, this is our second video, and I'm super excited to keep on going with this. I want to hear what you want me to cook. If there's anything that you think, oh God, it's going to be impossible to cook, I haven't got the right equipment, let me know and I'll try and work out how to make it for you. Comment down below, share this with your mates, and please, if you think I've earned it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers, guys.
Fuck it, I do what I wanna do, ayy. Keeping my head down, I never complain. Fuck you if you ever been in my way. Hold up and go to bed, you little crank. I'ma go start a new business today. Wait, that'll make 4. Hard to keep track anymore. Swag.